Have you ever made a promise you instantly regretted? A promise made in a moment of high emotion without thinking through the consequences? Today, we're diving into one of the most haunting stories in the Bible, the story of Jephthah's rash vow. It's a powerful and disturbing narrative from the book of Judges that holds critical lessons for us even now. Jephthah was a mighty warrior, a judge of Israel. He was called to lead his people against the fierce Ammonites. Before heading into battle filled with the Spirit of the Lord, he made a solemn vow. He promised God, "If you give me victory, then whatever comes out of my house to greet me when I return, I will offer it as a burnt offering." God granted him a sweeping victory. Jephthah returned home triumphant, but his joy quickly turned to horror. The first to greet him, with tambourines and dancing, was his only child, his beloved daughter. Heartbroken, Jephthah realized the terrible price of his vow. He tore his clothes in anguish, crying out, "Alas, my daughter, you have brought me very low, for I have opened my mouth to the Lord, and I cannot take it back." What happens next is truly staggering. His daughter, with incredible courage, accepted her fate. She simply asked for 2 months to go to the mountains with her friends to weep for the life she would never have. After 2 months, she returned to her father, and he fulfilled his vow. The Bible is grimly silent on the exact details, leaving us to grapple with the tragedy. So what are we to make of this? First, it's a stark warning about the danger of reckless promises. Jephthah's vow was unnecessary. God had already promised to deliver Israel. His attempt to bargain with God stemmed from a lack of complete trust. It highlights how seriously we should take our commitments to God. Ecclesiastes reminds us, "It is better not to make a vow than to make one and not fulfill it." Second, it shows that a vow to do something sinful is not binding. Human sacrifice was strictly forbidden by God's law. Jephthah's tragedy wasn't just his rash promise, but his misguided belief that he had to follow through with an act God detested. He could have sought counsel, repented for his foolish vow, and offered a different sacrifice. This story forces us to look at our own lives. How often do we make impulsive decisions without prayer or seeking wisdom from God's word? Jephthah's story isn't an endorsement of his actions, it's a cautionary tale. It calls us to be thoughtful, to trust in God's grace rather than our own efforts, and to anchor our decisions in his unchanging truth, not in the heat of the moment. Thanks so much for watching. If this story made you think, please like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the Bible. See you next time.